Hello everyone, in this section we're gonna be learning conditional statements. Conditional statements are used to execute different code blocks based on different conditions. So I will go ahead and create a new folder inside precourse.js and I'm calling it as conditionals.js. Conditionals, that's it, that's a folder name, and inside that folder I'm creating a new file called as if.js. So we are now checking about if statement. So we use if statement to specify a block of code to be executed if our condition is true. So if we write inside something inside an if statement and we have a condition for that, and if the condition is true, that particular block of code inside if statement will be executed. So that's the purpose of if statement. Now let's look at the syntax of the if condition. The syntax of the if condition is we use if keyword first, and then we have opening and closing round brackets. We're going to be looking at the condition check here inside opening and closing round brackets. So condition could be using your operators. So we can use less than, greater than, is equal to, triple equals to, double equals to, any of those relational operators. So inside if the condition becomes true, condition, if this condition becomes true, then our block of code inside this is the block of code we are calling it. So this block of code will be executed if this condition is true. Let's say the condition is 10 is greater than 15, sorry, 15 is greater than 10. So this condition is true, right? In such cases, this block of code, whatever is written inside this, is executed. Okay, this is about if statement. So if the condition becomes true, then our block of code inside opening and closing flower brackets will be executed whenever we say block of code. So anything inside this block of code will be executed. Anything that is represented using opening and closing flower brackets, it is called as block of code. Okay, now if this block is executed, right? So here I am using if condition, declaring the condition inside opening and closing round brackets, and if the condition is met, meaning if the condition is true, then the block of code inside this is executed. So but I have not written anything inside condition, right? Meaning the condition is false. So if I am not writing anything inside the condition, meaning it is blank, right? In such cases the condition is false, or anything that is not met, let's say 15 is less than 10, so this condition is false, right? In such cases this block of code is not executed. Okay, so that's when the next statement or the next section comes into picture. So if I do not write anything inside this condition check, or if this condition check is false, this condition check is false, then our next statement comes into picture, that is called as else statement. So we use else statement to use the block of code to be executed if the first condition is false. So why do we use else statement? We use else statement to use block of code inside this if the above statement is false. So this is called as if else condition checks. So this is if and if else. If else statement. So if is executed, if this statement or condition is correct, so this code is executed. If it is false or if it is not correct, so this else part will be executed. Okay, so that's how if else statements will work. Now let's say, for example, if the condition is true, then this if the condition is true, then this code block is executed, right? So this block gets executed. Now listen, there could be any number of statements in this if block. So there could be any number. It is not only single line of statement, but there could be many number of statements that can be there inside this if block. But the block of code is executed only if this condition is met. So it need not to be a single line, that is my point, but it could be multi-line as well. So if it is multi-lines, in that case also all these lines are executed. Okay, not just one line, but complete block of code is executed. So that's how if part works. And similarly else also, it need not to be a single line of code, but it's a combination of multiple statements and all are executed if the first if condition is false. So we use only and just if condition, to check if a condition is true, that's it. But I want to do something when condition is true, I want to execute these lines of code, else I want to execute lines of code if the condition becomes false. So in such cases we use if else statements. I will see you in the next section, which is if else condition checks. Thank you.